Welcome everyone. Welcome to Purple Lunar Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight we're going to talk about the astrology for the week of June 2nd through the 8th, and that does include this Gemini new moon that's coming in on the 6th. So you can see that information there on your screen. And I am going to get into more detail about the Gemini new moon. I'm going to do a recap of the astrology from the 2nd through the 8th because we did touch on all of the transit dates in our last live. So we did also a Gemini new moon reading. So I know some of you guys are like, well, Rosa, we already did that. I actually created a completely different spread. And we'll talk more about that in just a moment. All right, so I'm going to talk to you 3 points, Gemini new moon coming in on June 6th. You can see that new free spread that I'm going to be offering tonight. Guys, please remember we are multi-streaming, so we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. I see everyone coming in. Welcome, welcome. Let me know if sound, video, everything is doing okay. I'm not getting any notifications, but we sure do have a lot of people coming from somewhere, so that's interesting. All right, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. So on your screen there, mind, communication, and connecting, that's what I'm going to talk about first. Jenna, I'm so glad that you're here. Oh my gosh, Jenna, I got to see the chat from the Twin Flame Current Energy Update for June. I didn't set that chat to save. I don't ever set them. I just forget now. We got in trouble once, and it used to be part of my routine, and I stopped doing it. And now Spirit just sets them. So it seems like the monthlies are always, the chat is saved. But I was watching it, rewatching it today, and I got to see the chat in there, Jenna, and you made a comment about your twin 2 years sober. And I just wanted to say, Jenna, thank you so much for sharing your journey with us and for being so honest and open. It's definitely something that many of us deal with in our journey. And I know right now I'm just bitter and angry at my journey. But I just want to say it definitely gives me hope that we will all heal and be able to be successful in our journey, right? So I just want to say thank you, Gemma. All right, anyway, Gemini new moon, mind, communication, and connecting. So this energy is going to affect you personally in the way that it's going to make you feel like the Gemini new moon, like your mind is clear, like you're able to see things clearly. Yes, Jenna, I can imagine. I'm so proud for him too. Yes, absolutely. But I feel like a lot of us have been feeling this energy of this, struggling with discernment, feeling like there's a fog around our mind and we're not able to see things clearly. And this Gemini new moon is really clearing that up. And what I'm going to say about that is we're going to see some things that maybe we don't necessarily want to see, but it's things that we need to know and we need to come to acceptance about, right? So the mind will become clear and you will have a lot more clarity. Communication is Gemini, right? Gemini is the social butterfly, so communication is very popular. That last Gemini new moon spread that I offered the other night was about communication. I'm actually going to offer both of them tonight. So if you guys missed that one, Pooja, I don't think you were here with us that night, and you want to know about communication, I'm going to offer that one tonight. But the reality check is really the one that I'm going to focus on. And again, we'll get more into that in just a moment. Connecting, we're all connecting. Several of you guys are experiencing a 3D reunion and 3D union, which I think is beautiful. I'm so proud of all of you come so far. It's so interesting to me, this journey. It seems like there are what I like to call the OGs, right? All of you that are in here right now. We'll see several other people come in, go out of the room, out of the live stream. But there's a certain amount of us that are like, we've been here a long time, right, on this journey. Most of you that are in here now have been with me from the very beginning. And I've always felt like some of you were a little ahead of me and on this path, on the spiritual awakening, and some of you were a little behind me, right? And most of you exactly where I'm at. It's like we're on this journey together, right? So I find that interesting because I feel like I'm watching those of you that are coming into reunion or into union. And I've just known the whole time that you were ahead of me and that you knew more and that you've gone through more. And so I just want to say congratulations to all of you that are experiencing that reunion energy. Again, that's going to be that Gemini energy. There are a few things that you'll need to prioritize. We have two conjunctions happening with this new moon that I find to be pretty significant and will impact the Gemini new moon energy. So the two things you need to prioritize are going to be pleasure and beauty. And you can see on your screen there, the reason for that is because we have Venus at a 16-degree conjunction in the sign of Gemini with this new moon, and Gemini also at 16 degrees. So right after the new moon peaks, they're going to kiss up there in the sky. And Venus is all about pleasure and beauty, right? Excuse me. The other conjunction you can see on your screen there is the Saturn square, and you'll see that I put there's a warning here. And this is what we're going to talk more about tonight with the Gemini new moon. It's actually what I created the spread for. And the warning is that this Gemini new moon is going to be a bit of a reality check for just about everybody on this planet. Whether you believe in astrology or not, it doesn't matter. The energies still impact you and you still feel them in your personal lives. So I do feel that this new moon is really going to give us all a wake-up call or a reality check. And it is going to be because of that square with Saturn. So remember, Saturn is the rule maker, right, of the universe, like follow the rules, father time, that type of thing. And so with this square to the new moon, it's like you're being shown where you're going wrong or what it is that you're doing wrong. And what I'm going to say about that is Saturn is fixing to go retrograde. We talked about it in the transits night when we went through all of June transits. And what I'm going to say is when that happens, it's a little bit of the reins are lifted, right? It's a little bit of free for all. It's like all of a sudden, like the parent has left the room type of situation. And it is going to be a testing period. It's definitely spirit saying, I'm not watching you. What are you going to do behind my back, right? So I would say, remember, retrogrades are an opportunity to revisit that planet's energy. So I would say when you're going through Saturn retrograde, just reflect on all the lessons that you've learned and make sure you're implementing those lessons in your everyday life. That's how this Saturn retrograde may not be as challenging for you. But the Gemini new moon coming on June 6th is square with Saturn. And that energy is going to, again, force you to see something that is either being done wrong to you or something that you're doing wrong to someone else or to something else, right? And it's going to be something that really, if we're honest with ourselves and we take a good look in the mirror type of situation, we knew all along that it wasn't right, right? You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things that you're having to face. And like I said, reality check. You're having to deal with it once and for all type of situation. I feel like it's almost like we have to deal with it because you know how I said we were manifesting our new life since that Aries solar eclipse? I feel like the Saturn energy, the Saturn square with the Gemini new moon is kind of giving us this opportunity to finally clear something out so that we can move forward into that life that we've been trying to manifest since that Aries solar eclipse, right? All right, so the reality check is so important that I made a spread for it. You can see it there on your screen. I'm going to look at the dark truth that we all need to face. I'm going to look at what acceptance looks like to you. And acceptance is really the beauty of the situation, right? It's like where acceptance is where you're able to see the positive, like, oh, this had to happen because of this, right? I'm going to look at your new reality. What is coming in your new reality? What is this look like to you? What new life have you manifested? And then I'm going to pull a guidance card. So that is the spread that I'm offering this evening. I'm going to show it to you guys one more time. I'm going to show you guys what it is that we're doing here. So I'm going to start with a collective reading so we can see where everyone is. I'm pretty interested to see where the collective is going to go tonight, just because my own journey is, there's just so much happening that, yeah. So those are the readings that I'm going to be offering tonight. Again, there is that spread. I actually have the communication spread too. So if you guys missed it the other night and you weren't able to get a free reading of the Gemini New Moon communication, that's going to be offered tonight also. We do have moderators in here, guys. Please, I don't want them to get overwhelmed. I want them to be able to enjoy the show also. So we're going to try to make a list. We'll try to go on the list as best we can. If you get skipped, if you get missed, these are free readings, y'all. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You got to be patient. Gratitude is big, right? If you happen to do an energy exchange reading, which you see those on the right side of your screen, please let us know in the comments right away, because of course, if you pay for a reading, energy exchange readings, of course, I'm going to let you jump the line, right? You're going to jump the free line and you go right away. And of course, they just go in order received. So that's a twin flame reading that I offer every time we do this. This is that new something hidden. And I just want to throw that out there. I feel like somebody needed to see that. Pluto is in that big transit and has moved into Aquarius. It's finally happening, and now we have Pluto moving back into Capricorn. It's that short period of retrograde. I believe it's November something. It moves back into Aquarius permanently for the next 20 years, right? So Pluto's been coming up for a lot of people. So if you're looking and you're like, man, I don't know what's going on, I feel like there's something I'm still not seeing, that may be the reading for you. All right, I know you guys seen it there. So members only, guys. I'm going to be doing a PLR update, members only live. I'm going to be doing it this coming week. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be Tuesday. I know it won't be Wednesday because I'm taking Wednesdays for myself so I can have a self-care, personal day, all that stuff, right? So Monday or Tuesday and maybe possibly Thursday, I'm going to do a PLR members only. We haven't had one in a couple of months, and I kind of just want to touch base with everyone, give everyone the insider scoop, right? Like what's going on with Rosa's life, where are we at today? I want to tell you a little bit about my journey, where I'm at in my journey, what it looks like to me. I want to talk to you a little bit about my summer job and why we've made all these changes here and all of that good stuff. So yeah, just a little bit of update and touching base. I'm going to be doing that in the next couple of days. Guys, if you have not joined our not Facebook, our YouTube members only, please do so. I want you to know that you do have to be PLR Tribe 2, level 2, in order to watch those member only videos. There's a couple of you I've noticed are PLR Tribe 1. I love your guys' support and encouragement. Thank you very much. But if you're wondering, Rosa, why don't I ever get to see your member only videos? Spirit just told me it has to be PLR Tribe 2 and up, and it's just been that way since we got monetized. You can always upgrade, of course, but yeah, I will be setting that live, or I'll just be doing that members only live in the next couple of days. All right, I think that's it. That's all the jibber jabber that I wanted to do. Look at everybody coming in. Amanda K comes back. Hello, Amanda. Sandra's with us. Michelle on YouTube. Michelle, I seen you over on Facebook a minute ago too. Pooja's with us. Vanessa, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So I'm going to start quick collective. I'm not going to get too deep into the collective. We just did the June Twin Flame Current Energy Update. If you guys missed it, you can find that over on my YouTube channel under the live tab. Yeah, please go watch it, right? So that I can get some watch time. Those commercials pay much more than I expected, really. All right, guys, I did promise you I would make a quick run through just our June 2nd through 8th transits, astrology transits, just to remind you guys. You might want to get your calendars out. We're going to go through them really, really quickly. All right, June 2nd, you have Jupiter and Gemini trying Pluto and Aquarius. This energy is going to be all for the common good. And I mentioned that it could be a catalyst for major social changes. Also on June 2nd, you have Mercury in Taurus. It's going to be sextile Neptune and Pisces. And this energy is all about healing your soul at very deep levels. If you're divine masculine on this journey, I would say circle that date on your calendar as a hot date. On June 3rd, you have Mercury entering Gemini. So this is going to be like a homecoming energy. Remember, Mercury rules Gemini, so that's why it feels like it's coming home. You want to be cautious of gossipers or gossiping around this date, right? Guys, just stay away from that nasty, ugly energy. It's low vibrational and it's just pulling you down. Stay away from those people, right? Also on June 3rd, Mercury and Gemini trine Pluto in Aquarius. So your words are going to hold extra power on this day. You want to notice that when you're trying to like negotiate or debate, communicate with others, you really could be very influential at this time. So you want to use that influence for good, June 3rd. On June 4th, you have Mercury in Gemini conjunct Jupiter in Gemini. This is definitely a great day for brainstorming ideas, throwing ideas around to others, and coming up with some brilliant solutions. Also on June 4th, you have the Sun in Gemini conjunct Venus in Gemini. So this is all about the life of the party, charming lovers, making new friends, and negotiating your best deals. On June 6th is that new moon that we talked about earlier, and I'm offering that free reading, both free readings, communication and reality check is going to be free tonight. And this is definitely energy that's going to give you like gifts of wits and gab. You're going to get answers very quickly at this time. On June 8th, we have Venus and Gemini square Saturn and Pisces, and this is going to be definitely like, you may feel like you're having a hard time making decisions on this day, and you're definitely going to have patience when it comes to your more exclusive relationships or intimate relationships, I guess I should say. All right, that's it. I think that's all the information. And now we can get to what it is that we are healing now. So I pulled out the Heal Yourself reading cards. I'm going to use these and the Sacred Traveler tonight. I've also pulled out the Modern Witches Tarot. We're going to use them to clarify. And guidance will come from Magical Times. So let's tap in and see where everyone is at. We have the Soulmate card coming out for masculine energy. We have the Courage card. I believe they're going to go together. We have Say What You Mean coming out for feminine energy. Actually, this is bridging energy. We have Sadness. Sexuality is here for feminine, and Letting Go. Ooh, big confirmations. And the Home card is on the bottom. The Home card is going to be your overall energy. This is what's happening to everyone overall. We're really taking a close look at our home situation. I know that's the case for me. And I feel like that's the case for all of us collectively. All right. Soulmate and Courage. So here's the thing. There's no karmic or twin flame card in the Heal Yourself reading cards. And I'm not necessarily getting that that's a soulmate energy. I don't want to say karmic, but I mean, it could be. It could also be twin energy. The Courage card is like having to go off and do something on their own. It could have to do with separation. I'm not really going to get too much into my own journey because we're going to talk about that in the members only. But I wouldn't be too surprised if that was the case. All right, Modern Witches Tarot. All right, so we have Knight of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles is going to come out over here for masculine energy. It's like getting to work type of energy. Six of Swords is here, being guided to calmer waters, and the Sun is here. it's almost like this person could either be dealing with a soulmate, going for a soulmate in order to find happiness, but I think it's more about breaking away from toxic energies. That's why they're having to be courageous. I feel like Knight of Pentacles is saying that they're having to get dirty, having to do the dirty work type of situation. I do feel that masculine is following spirit's guidance because I feel like they're happiness, joy, just trying to make the energy lighter is the goal for masculine. So for feminine energy, we have sexuality and letting go. So sexuality, here it is, ready? It's gonna get deep real fast. Oh my gosh, I don't mean to make it sound all whatever, but okay, so the sexuality card, and everybody's like, oh my God, it's got the word sex in it, and actually has nothing to do with sex. It talks about whether you're comfortable with your sexuality. And I don't think that's necessarily what it is because we're all definitely balancing out our inner feminine and masculine energy. So I don't think that's the concern. But it also talks about like whether you're attracted to the person you're with, like your romantic partners. Are they just as beautiful internally as they are externally? So there's this energy of the type of person that you used to be attracted to, or the type of person, it's like you're letting go of something. So that's pretty interesting to me. It's almost like giving me that, you know how I always say that we're dating like same monster, different face. It's like we've learned to let go. We've learned something. So it's like we've stopped dating that same monster, right? Um, Queen of Cups coming out is just confirmation, divine feminine. It is my clue card for divine feminine. It's also unconditional love. Seven of Wands is here. Seven of Wands is like fighting for something, protecting something, and Wheel of Fortune is here. Wheel of Fortune is like good luck and good fortune, but it also says like it's time for something. And something could have taken too much time, like you waited too long for something. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. So Eight of Swords is coming out for say what you mean and the sadness, unless I knew it was bridging energy based on my own journey. Um, I don't know. I feel like the shit didn't necessarily like hit the fan, but it did kind of. Um, I feel like I don't know how to say this. I feel like I can't sugarcoat anything. I can't like lie to be nice to people to like spare feelings. Um, and I've talked to a couple of you about this just today alone because of what happened in my own journey. But I definitely feel like we're having these really challenging discussions that we didn't have for a moment, right? Like we knew we needed to have them. We knew things needed to be said, but it was almost like we were like walking on eggshells because we didn't want to piss the other person off. You know what I mean? And it's like something's happened, at least I know for Divine Feminine, where it's like we don't care anymore. We're just done. Yes, yes, Sandra says it. It's so perfect. The filters are gone. It's so true. That's exactly it, Sandra. It's like it's just done, and it's like spirit won't allow it. We're just not allowed to sugarcoat the crap anymore. We just have to say it. And it's interesting because I feel like that's me. That's Rosa. Everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, Rosa, you're so mean. You're so this. You're so that." No, you know what? I'm just brutally freaking honest. I don't know how to make brutal honesty not sound mean. God made me this way, and He made me this way for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And some of us need to hear things a certain way so that we can wake the F up. You know what I'm trying to say? So, yes, I feel like say what you mean in the bridging energy. So, remember, bridging energy is what you're both working on, like the spiritual lesson that you're both learning at the same time. Now, let's say you're in 3D separation. Well, you can be learning this lesson with different people in different places, but it's still the same spiritual lesson. It's one of the easiest ways to confirm that you're on this type of awakening journey and who you're on this type of awakening journey with, right? But say what you mean definitely is what's happening. It's like communication. It has to happen. You won't be able to hide from it. Is it going to make us sad? Yes, probably. Again, it's brutal honesty. It's like spirit is forcing us to do something or say something that has been needing to be said for a long time, right? Like the Eight of Swords, like a self-restriction. We kept doing something to ourselves. Knight of Cups is here and King of Cups. I mean, that's a pretty big clue there. I'm not trying to be mean to Divine Masculine, but I mean, the cards say what the cards say, right? Knight of Cups is that player card. Knight of Cups is that card that says you're taking your cup of love around to everyone. And King of Cups is someone, I've always said, counselor, mentor, therapist, and we recently added coach, right? It's someone who's in control of their emotions. I feel like that's what we're all trying to do. I feel like whoever spoke the truth here is most likely who's broken free of this, Eight of Swords energy. But the thing is, this is bridging energy, so it means that both sides have to do this, right? I think we're all speaking up about Divine Masculine and maybe some of the poor choices that Divine Masculine is continuing to make, right? I know, I said what I said. All right. The Sun and the Wheel of Fortune are the only major arcanas that come out for the collective. The Sun is going to be, I would say, one, just look on your chart. Where's the Sun on your birth chart? It could be some Aries energy. Wheel of Fortune is going to be Jupiter energy, and Jupiter is going to be Sagittarius. Star Luva, hello. All right, so let's look at head, heart, and higher self. All right, so when I'm looking at this part of the spread, remember guys, I made this spread for my own twin flame journey. I love that it helps all of us, right? It's because we're in this journey collective. Phantom Punk over on Twitch, hello. So the head, heart, higher self, when we're looking, we do Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. I always start with the masculine energy first, but what we're looking at is what are their thoughts? What are the feelings in the heart space? And what is the higher self lesson at this time, right? This is the spiritual lesson that Spirit is teaching us on this journey. It's what's bridging us together. It's what's connecting us at this time. The higher self lesson, we all have higher self. Doesn't matter what type of awakening journey you're on. And the higher self is the lesson that that person is learning at this time. Personally, individually, on their own, has nothing to do with Divine Feminine or Divine Masculine or vice versa, right? All right, so in the headspace, we have wise leader. You are a beacon for others. I heard people are watching you, so that's the energy that I'm getting. This Divine Masculine could have a lot of eyes on them. I know that is very true for my own personal journey, and they are a beacon for others. So, see, how do I do this without talking about my own journey? Okay, so whatever your Divine Masculine is doing right now, if they're in their awakening process, right? Regardless of how slow and how challenging it is, they are listening to Spirit, right? Six of Swords, following guidance, going to calmer waters. For the most part, Divine Masculines, just like Divine Feminine, are starting to follow their purpose, right? And when they follow their purpose, it's like their light is shining. So a lot of people see that light and a lot of people go towards that light. And for Divine Masculine, they're counselors, they're mentors, they're therapists, they're coaches, right? They're coaches. So it's like, we go to these people because we trust them and we need to talk to them about what we're feeling or what we're dealing with, right? And so not a big surprise to see wise leader, you're a beacon for others. This is in the headspace for Divine Masculine. So this is what Divine Masculine is thinking about at this time. Like, people are watching me. I need to make better choices. I need to, yada, yada, yada. All right, so in the heart space, we have unknown territory. You're exactly where you need to be. This is going to be a message from Divine Feminine. I'm just going to call it right out because I feel it. In the heart space, what happens a lot of times when we get to this position is Divine Feminine is sending a message through the heart space to Divine Masculine, and then Divine Masculine sends a message through the heart space to Divine Feminine. We'll see when we get to the Divine Feminine part, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be a message from Divine Feminine. The unknown territory card shows this person like walking through this snow-covered path where everything seems really bare. Everything's like winter. It's foggy. Don't know where you're at. Don't know where resources are. And you have this energy like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm supposed supposed to be going right now. And Spirit saying you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Have faith and continue moving forward. And I feel like I said that personally, like to one of you guys just earlier this evening, or maybe earlier today, where I was like, I'm just tired of not knowing where we're going. Like, I'm just tired of this roller coaster up and down. Like, can we just like pick a level and just stick up to that level and just go in that direction? You know what I'm saying? Kevin on Facebook, hello. But yeah, so it's like I understand this, and I feel like it could be a message from Divine Feminine. Fogged in, go slow, take time is going to be the higher self lesson. So remember, I said this Gemini new moon has like the fog clearing. And I feel like that's what's happening to everyone. So not a big surprise to see that the higher self is saying, clear this out. Go slow, take your time, find clarity, get understanding, whatever it is you need, but clear out the fog, because again, that's Gemini new moon. On the bottom, I see Journey by Moonlight, Weave in Magic. So that's going to be a message for Divine Masculine. All right, let's tap in and look at Divine Feminine. Head, heart, higher self. So we have stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. So in the head space, you may not necessarily feel super strong right now. I don't know. Some of us may. I feel like I feel super strong. I was scared, to be honest, with my counterpart energy. I was scared to be like, hey, this is what it's really like, right? And then when I did it, I definitely felt like I was stepping into my power. Like I definitely felt like I was overcoming an obstacle that has been blocking my path for like entirely too long, right? So yeah, right now in the headspace, you may be feeling like you're not necessarily really strong right now, but you're having to do something that's going to show you how strong you really are. In the heart space, I love it. Embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. Okay, so it is going to be a message, but here's what I'm going to say, guys. Unless you're one of those twins that's off in 3D union right now, or you come into reunion, you're most likely not watching this live, right? Those of us that are still in this healing process, like how many twins in union do you guys see? You see what I'm saying? It's like once you've come into a healing, the healing part of this journey, it's like you move forward on your path. You start manifesting your life, and then you create the life that you want instead of life happening to you. While we're experiencing life still happening to us, while we're learning to manifest the life that we want, we watch these videos and we learn how to move forward, right? So I feel like the message is that for Divine Feminine is like you feel like you're not sure where forward is, and through the heart space, shout to the heavens with happiness is here. Remember, a lot of times I don't get the feeling that someone is actually shouting to the heavens with happiness. That is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be seeing the beauty of the situation. We're supposed to be in gratitude, but I feel like Divine Masculine could be shouting, but maybe not necessarily with happiness. Grace and gratitude is going to be on the bottom, so big confirmation because it's what I just said, right? Gratitude is going to be really important in this journey for sure. Through gratitude, joy expands. Like, and I think it's more the grace word, because I feel like Divine Masculine is sending this message of, you know, like I'm shouting, I got this message, I have something I want to say, and Divine Feminine is learning grace and gratitude, so it's like learning to be graceful at this time. I don't think it's necessarily about gratitude. I feel like you have gratitude, but it's more about the grace. So here's what I'm going to say. In my own personal journey, I had an experience, right? It happened to me today. I talked to a couple of you guys about it because it was just so like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it finally happened type of thing. And I don't feel like I mean, I don't know. Okay, I was gonna say I don't feel like I had much grace in the situation. Like I used the F word like 5 times. Who does that, right? But I would say that it was definitely very direct, very firm, and very honest, right? On the bottom, passion and pleasure, savor your life. It's that card that shows like the friends around the campfire. I definitely feel like Spirit's giving us a little bit of a pat in the back, a little bit of we need to be in the present and enjoy the present. Ooh, I see an energy oracle card. I'm gonna have to look and see. So my cards sit in the box, you know, and sometimes I grab them. Oh, I love it. Look at this. And I accidentally sometimes grab an extra card. I got the Temple Path from the Energy Oracle, and we're pulling guidance out of Magical Time. So it's perfect because the Temple Path is that card that says you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Remember Unknown Territory, where like Divine Feminine is like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening. This is all new to me. Which direction am I supposed to go? The Temple Path says you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You can't take a wrong path. Like I feel like a lot of us don't understand that. Our soul created this life map that we're living, this path that our soul is taking, right? And it's like our soul is not wrong. Like we may detour, or we may go off the path, but it's because we had to go learn something. We needed to gain more information. We needed to gain more experiences. It's what makes us stronger, wiser. You know how people say, like, I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't go through that experience. You see what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, guys, I see that list. I see it. Let's close that list. Let's close the list. All right. Here's some guidance. I love y'all. Thank you guys so much for always. My moderators are freaking amazing, right? Spirit sent them. I promise you. All right, discernment, big confirmation from spirit. Remember I said Gemini new moon is going to clear that fog. The fog is gone. That's the lesson for masculine energy right now. Divine feminine, you're seeing things clearly and you're speaking your truth. Sometimes brutal, but hey, it is what it is, right? See the truth of the situation. Use common sense. Do not be fooled. Pay attention. Your intuition knows. Action. Stop hesitating. Movement creates the magic. Nothing can hold you back. And that's be that same message I sent earlier. So big confirmation again. It's time. Like we just have to deal with it, and it's reality check time. It's time to take action. Stop ignoring the things. Adversity, because we're all going through it, and we're like, why does spirit keep making us grow through the concrete? It makes us badass. That's why. But anyway, it says, see the gifts and challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storm. And then bottom of the deck, what do you know? Surprise, surprise. It's the Union card. It says you have seen and unseen allies. That's going to be big for a lot of us. You have seen and unseen allies. And you know how sometimes I say like the words will neon flash? That's going to be the part on this card. You have seen and unseen allies. Draw upon their strengths because each one of them taught you something and made you stronger just for the experience that you had with them. Join forces with your true friends and flourish, right? Beautiful guidance from spirit. All right, guys, look at that. The journey card. All right, I'm going to leave it there. That's going to be the collective. No messages. I am offering messages tonight, guys. So if you guys do an energy exchange reading, again, please let us know because you do jump the line. So I'm going to show you guys what we're doing tonight. When I call your name, when I get to this list over here, when I call your name, guys, please be with us. Please be present. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to go back. My time is precious. I really enjoy spending my time with my family and my loved ones. So if I call your name and you're here for the free reading, please say hi to me in the comments. Let me know which free reading you're looking for. Is it that Gemini new moon? Is it talking to heaven? Is it general guidance? Yes, guys, please work with me here. Again, you do an energy exchange reading. Let us know in the comments and you jump the line right away. All right. Vanessa is first. Let me grab my pen and paper so I can make my own little list. Otherwise, I'll have to keep scrolling up. And all the comments come in on my StreamYard together. So I have Twitch, I have YouTube, I have Facebook. Thank you, Phantom Pop. Vanessa is going to be first, and she wants a general. Let me get this video out here. Oops, now I'm hitting too many buttons. Oops, wrong button. Oh my goodness, give me a moment. Give me a moment. Mm, just do it. Oh my goodness. I promise you, it's just user error. I don't have my mouse anymore. I used to have one of those little, I had like a little USB mouse that works so much better, and now I'm having to do it on the laptop, and I'm just not very good at it. All right, so Vanessa wants a general. Let me make this list really quickly. Patty on Facebook. Remember, guys, when I call your name, say hi to me in the comments and let me know which one. Now, right now, I'm just making a list. Good job. I'm so glad you're with us. Jenna, Michelle, Sandra, Amanda. Amanda, I have my Talking to Heaven cards. Starluba, Victoria, Amanda on Facebook. Is that Amanda K? Which Amanda? Ooh, okay, so we have Amanda on YouTube and Amanda on Facebook. Amanda on YouTube is going to be Amanda K, right? Starluba, Victoria, Amanda, Heaven, Kevin on Facebook, and Phantom Pump. Wants Gemini. All right. So Vanessa first, and she already told me she wants the general. So I use the Queen of the Moon for general reads. I'm just gonna pull out. Oh, look at that. I've seen that. Expect the unexpected. So I'm just gonna pull 3 cards for Vanessa, and let's see what Spirit wants Vanessa to know. Remember, guys, we do have 2 different. I know I got to make everything complicated. Gemini and New Moon, that's the one that I'm going to recommend because that's the energy we're focused on, this reality check that the Gemini New Moon is giving us. The dark truth that you must face, right? But I did go ahead and save the other one. So communication, if you guys haven't received that reading, that is an option tonight also. All right, Vanessa. Did I click off of it? Why did I do that? Oh, it's awful. Now I can't find it. You see what I mean now? Like, oh my gosh. There's like 2 comments back. Oh, I love you so much, Vanessa. All right, here we go. First card to come out is Surrender. We talked about that with that Gemini New Moon. Like something, a dark truth that you're having to accept. Pleasure. Let me get one more, please, so I can put the pieces together. Ooh, 2 more. Resistance and creation. Those are going to go together. You're trying to manifest something, but you're holding on to something from your past. It's going to be something that you already know you have to release, but you may not know that that's what's blocking you from being able to bring in what you're bringing in. And I feel like, Vanessa, you could have possibly started to manifest something, like started to bring it in. And now you're coming up to a wall and you're like, I don't understand. Why did it start to work, but now it's not finishing out? It's because you're still holding on to something that you have to release. You have to let go. Pleasure card says that we're full of this dark energy, heavy energy, that doesn't allow us to feel pleasure. So we have to release that energy in order to make room for things that bring us pleasure, right? So there's definitely something that you're still holding on to that's blocking you from fully manifesting something you've already started. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Vanessa. I hope that was helpful. All right, so next on the list, we have Patty on Facebook. Patty on Facebook, say hi to me in the comments quickly, please. Let me know which reading you want to do. I'm going to show you guys in between each one which readings we're doing. Gemini, new moon. You can do communication or reality check, talking to heaven always, and general guidance. Thank you, Vanessa. All right, Patty on Facebook. I know sometimes there's a delay, so I'm going to try to be patient. Leslie on Facebook, let me know that you're here. Say hi to me in the comments. Patty on Facebook, Leslie on Facebook. While we're waiting for them, I'm going to take a drink of my hot chocolate. Michelle says we have two Amandas. Yes. All right, so Leslie goes. Thank you, Leslie. Leslie, let me know which reading we're doing, please. Phantom Punk, the Gemini gang. I was talking to a friend of mine earlier, and I said I was using the text to talk, and I said, or talk to text, you know what I'm talking about, where you hit the little mic button and you just talk to it and it types it out for you. I was doing that one, and I said something to a friend of mine about Gemini season, and it typed it out, Jim, like the name, Jim, and I. I just thought that was hilarious. All right. So we're going to do Gemini new moon. Let me get lost the page. I'm actually going to use the tarot, and we're going to work with the modern witch's tarot. The first thing I'm looking at, Leslie, is the dark truth that you must face. Ooh. The Chariot comes out, and it comes out in reverse. So the Chariot is Cancer energy. So you could have a strong placement in Cancer on your birth chart. You could be dealing with a Cancer, of course, definitely. I think that's probably more what it is. The Chariot talks about a couple of things. It talks about the ride or die partner, and it was in reverse. Leslie, I think you had a ride or die partner. That maybe you're realizing maybe they weren't ride or die, right? Like maybe they weren't as committed as you thought. Maybe they weren't who you thought. It could have something to do with like following the rules, that type of energy. That's kind of what I'm getting there, the dark truth that you need to face. All right, so now I'm going to look at how to find acceptance, or the beauty of the situation. What positive can you pull from this? What lesson? So we have Five of Wands coming out. Five of Wands is a card that expresses that things are challenging, they're difficult, they're painful, it's not easy. But here's what I'm going to say. It's not Five of Swords. So the Five of Wands also means that you're in a period of training. You're prepared for something. In other words, you won't go through this experience again, because you'll be more prepared the next time. You went through training, you learned something. All right, now I'm going to look at what is your new reality. What is your new reality? Look at that. Queen of Pentacles comes out. I love that. You learn how to become your own resource, or you find a new or better resource. All right, and now I'm going to do the guidance. We have King of Wands, Spirit saying, be confident in yourself and know and understand what it is that you're capable of. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Leslie. All right. Next on my list is Pooja. Pooja wants a general read. Pooja, say hi to me in the comments. Pooja, I just saw the Everything is Fine card. And it's that card that says you could be ignoring something that you need to deal with because maybe like you're not sure how to deal with it. But let's pull some Queen of the Moon. Let's see what comes out for Pooja. Thank you, Leslie. Just gonna pull 3. Abundance comes out, peace comes out. 38 and 28, so the 8s are clearly significant, but now the boundary is going to be significant. You want something and you feel like maybe you don't have access to it, or maybe Spirit's not allowing you access to it, and Spirit wants you to know that, like, one, everything in divine timing, but right now everything that's meant to be yours is with you now. Ooh, on the bottom is that expect the unexpected, Pooja. So everything that's meant to be yours is with you now. But definitely expect something to shift. Maybe the bubble's too closed off. Maybe your boundaries are, you're either enforcing them. There's something's unbalanced. You're either not enforcing them or you're too closed off. Something like that. All right, Pooja, I hope that was helpful. All right, Jenna is next. Jenna, say hi to me in the comments. And let me know which reading. Remember, we're doing the Gemini new moon too, so I have 2 separate ones. Guys, if you didn't get the communication one, that's still available. I know everybody was asking me about it. That's why we're doing it, Gemini new moon. But this is going to be the one that I'm going to focus on tonight because the reality check is real, guys. It is big. I feel like it's going to be energy that impacts all of us, again, whether you believe in astrology or not. I think it's funny when people are like, well, I don't believe in that stuff, Rosa. And it's like, okay, I mean, you don't have to believe it. Like, I don't believe that, I don't know, tell me something, that, I don't know, that women are the only people on the planet that can have babies. But I'm just saying, it is what it is. It's true. So whether I want to believe it or not doesn't make it any less true. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah. I gotta get my mouse back. This is definitely not fun. All right, Jenna wants a general. Pull out, shuffle a little bit because I've seen that. Expect the unexpected. And Jenna, yes, I just want to say I was watching that live over, and I seen your comments about the 2-year sober, and I mean, if I'm honest, I just broke down. It just tears, all of it, just all of it. I always say when you're on this type of journey, it's a person that catapults your awakening. You can't be ugly with. Like, it's so hard to be ugly with that person. It's hard to be toxic with that person. I always say, like, your twin will ghost you before they are toxic, right? And I'm not saying that ghosting is good or not toxic, but I'm just saying it happens. And a lot of times it's for protection, right? but I feel like we're at this weird place where it's like we can't tiptoe anymore. We can't tiptoe. There's being kind, and then there's just lying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have to be brutally honest at this time, and that's what happened to me. So I just, when I seen your comment, I don't know, to say that it gave me hope um, was pretty big. And I want to talk about that too, because I don't want someone to like hear me and be like, oh, what does she mean? It gives her hope. It just, at this point in my journey, I just want us all to heal, right? Like that's it. That's where I'm at. Um, and again, we'll talk more about that in the members only. And again, I'll have that in the next couple of days. Full moon power comes out. The change card comes out. Number 16, number 35, and the action card comes out. On the bottom is wisdom. Ooh, Jenna, it's almost like Spirit saying, get to work, get moving, it's time. You've already learned all the things. You have to start putting them into your everyday life, which I feel like is what you're doing, but there's something that's going to be big and powerful that maybe you're scared to take action on. Maybe you're like, oh, I'm not ready for that. And Spirit's like, no, but you are, but you are. The full moon power, it could have something to do with the full moon. Remember, guys, Capricorn full moon comes in on June 21st. And could be about raises or promotions. It could also be like a moment in the spotlight. Again, I got this feeling that you're like, I'm not ready for it. Spirit's like, oh, but you are. All right, Jen, I hope that was helpful. Oh my goodness, she's like huge plane coming overhead. I hope you guys can hear. All right, so next I have Michelle. Michelle on Facebook. Michelle, say hi to me in the comments. Let me know which reading we're doing. I love it. Thank you, Jenna. How you pick? Oh, let's just do a general. I'm scared of that reality check. All right, let's see. General, have faith. We have that discernment. That's a Gemini new moon. And resilience. I love that. Trust is on the bottom. Trust that you're highly protected. That's the message with that card. The have faith, you're trying to birth something or create something. You could be losing faith in the situation, and Spirit's asking you to put your focus back on it so that the faith will build or the faith will grow and the discernment will clear. That's the Gemini new moon. It's like you're having to put that Gemini energy, and you're Gemini too, so how interesting is that? But it's like you're having to put that Gemini energy into the thing that you know Spirit wants you to birth or create. And it's going to help the fog clear, and it's going to help you, like it's going to help your faith grow so that you're more confident in doing the thing, right? Resilient is giving me a little bit of stubborn energy, like Spirit saying, yes, you have been very resilient, you haven't done the thing, but look how much weight it's added to your shoulders. You see what I'm saying there? But yes, on the bottom is the trust card. I feel like it's trust that something's going to work, but also trust that you're highly protected. Maybe you're afraid to give birth to whatever this thing is. And when I say give birth, I don't mean like have a child. I mean, it could be, but I don't think so. But it's like you're going to create something, bring something that's not created yet into the world that we're in, right? It's like maybe you're fearful of doing that, and Spirit saying like, hey, you're highly protected. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Sandra on YouTube, let me know that, I know you're here, but say hi to me in the comments and let me know which reading you're doing. Amanda is going to be next, and she's talking to Heaven. Starluba, Victoria. I can't read my own handwriting. Amanda. Oh no, Amanda, the one that's coming up is Amanda K. Starluba, Victoria, Amanda on Facebook, Kevin, and Phantom Punk. Phantom Punk, are you still with us? Let me know in the comments if you're still hanging out. I feel like it's so hard for Twitch. There's usually not very many people in there. We're still very slow growing over on Twitch. Ooh, I see Victoria, but did I miss Victoria on my list? Let me check it out. Or somebody just let me know. I'm going to go ahead and do Sandra. Somebody let me know. Did I miss Victoria on the list? Oh, I see it. She's after Star Luba. Okay, so we're at Sandra. Amanda K next. Star Luba after her. Victoria after her. Amanda talking to Heaven. Kevin and Phantom Pop. She said, trade me and Twitch places. I don't see anybody on Twitch. That's why I asked. If Phantom Punk's still holding out, still waiting with us. All right. Gemini, please. Okay, so we're doing the Gemini new moon. And we're going to do this one, right? The reality check one is the one that we're doing. Stop doing that. Hit the right button for Pete's sake. The dark truth that we must face. Victoria, it's just before Amanda on Facebook. Got it. All right, Sandra, here we go. The dark truth is judgment. Oh my gosh, it's Scorpio energy. It's not judgment. Nobody's judging you. And if they are, spirit don't care. It's purpose. It's purpose. It's hearing your calling. It's not doing the things. I feel like we're all about to get in trouble with that. Okay, I want you guys to know that I've been getting in trouble. I wanted to go get this job because PLR wasn't making me enough money to be able to survive. And I was like, okay, I'm going to have to go supplement my income. So I'm going to go get this job, and Spirit let me get the job. So I was like, oh, well, I must be allowed to work 50 hours a week and not do PLR. And Spirit was like, no. I have to do both. And in order to do both means I can't work 50 hours a week. So I had to get a set schedule, which was part-time, under 40 hours, so that I could continue to do PLR at a consistent and healthy rate, or successful rate. It's healthy for me, but you know what I mean. So I just want you to know, if you're not following your purpose, and here's the thing, Spirit, like my God is, I mean, he's unconditional love, but he's not like nicey nice God where you can just go back and be like, oh, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like God expects us to do certain things. Like if he saved us from whatever we were in, right? Then it's like we're expected to do certain things, and following our purpose is one of them. And that's the biggest struggle we have here at PLR, because it's like we either don't know what our purpose is, or we're too scared, we're not confident in ourselves, we don't think we're worthy of. You see what I'm saying? These are all things that, like, at this point in our journey, we just got to do the things. We just got to do the things. And when we don't do them, you're going to see like Spirit with foot up your ass. I mean, that's really what happens. And I don't know how to like say it nicer, or, you know, whatever. It's like you're going to see challenges. It's like, you don't want to follow my purpose. Oh, you don't want to do what I think is right for you. Okay, then how are you going to deal with this challenging experience? And it's just one challenging experience after another, because Spirit will make you as uncomfortable as possible until you're absolutely forced to align with where God wants you to be. Right? Like that's it. So the dark truth you need to face is that you have a calling. You have something you're supposed to be doing, and Spirit wants you to figure it out. I don't think that most of us here, it's not about figuring it out. Like, I know I'm supposed to be doing PLR. I know I'm supposed to be out here as often as I can, reading these readings, helping you guys realize, like, yes, you are experiencing this. Yes, you're not crazy. Yes, we're all dealing with this. You see what I'm saying? And I have to show you, like, I'm a real person. This is happening to me in, like, real freaking life, right? And that's my purpose. And I have to do that. If I don't, like, Spirit sticks his foot in my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the way it is. Spankings are dished out regularly. So I feel like if you're not following purpose, Sandra, you may feel like some spankings are being dished out, right? All right, so the next one to come out was Ace of Swords. So what I'm looking at next is going to be how to find acceptance, like how to find the beauty of the situation. It's got something to do with your words. It's got something to do with communication. It's got something to do with clarity, air energy. I mean, that could be that Gemini. So I would look on your chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Where is Gemini on your chart? Sandra, what's it look like for you over But it's going to have something to do with like new clarity, new understanding, new words being spoken. That's the message that I'm getting. All right, so your new reality is Page of Cups. Page of Cups says there's a new offer, a new beginning, and someone could be saying, I'm sorry. I feel like that someone is saying they're sorry to you. And then you feel like maybe someone apologizes to you and it somehow like releases you from them. And it allows you to be able to go off on your new journey, right? Three of Cups is here. This is going to be the guidance. Spirit wants you to gather like minds. Spirit wants you to stay focused. It's that guidance card. Remember the card that we got for the collective? You have seen and unseen allies. So you need to join forces with friends and flourish at this time. If you're trying to follow purpose, collaborate. Find someone that's doing what it is that you know Spirit wants you to do and work with that person, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, let's see where we are on the list. Amanda K. Amanda K says, did I miss mine? No, we are right at yours right now. So Amanda K, let me know which reading. Which reading are we doing? Which? Yes, let's add Twitch to the list. Just because, I don't know, the Spirit said. I'm going to go get that banner. List is closed. Should have got it earlier. I know. But I feel like Twitch is always over there. Just trying to hang on. So we're going to add Twitch to the list. All right, Twitch. So I need you to understand that we are multi-streaming. I know that's pretty rare for Twitch because it's against the rules. We're rebels over here at PLR, and we just don't give a crap, I guess. But anyway, so we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at the same time. So please be patient. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 ahead of you. So if you can hold on, which Twitch normally never does, I will give you a free reading. All right, Amanda K wants new moon. And I'm just going to show everybody. Phantom Punk still with us. Look at that. I'm just going to show everybody what the spread is that I'm offering tonight. So this is the new moon we're fixing to do for Amanda K. Oh, no worries, Phantom Punk. I understand. All right, Page of Wands comes out. Amanda K, the dark truth that you must face is you are having a spiritual awakening. That's it. Maybe you question it. Maybe you're like, maybe during the day, you're like, I'm a normal person and I'm going to pretend like nothing was really happening to me. And then at night, you're like, oh my God, what is all this freaky shit that's happening to me? It's a spiritual awakening. So you're probably having like activations. I'm definitely sensing like some, I don't know, maybe third eye, like something in the head space is lighting up for me. It could be crown chakra, like connection to source. Maybe you're realizing you're much more connected to God than you realize. Whatever it is, it has to do with your spiritual awakening. That's the dark truth that you need to face. You may need to take action. Like you may need to actually, I don't know what it is. Meditate, self-care, self-healing, something. All right, let's look at how to find acceptance or the beauty of the situation. There's that everything is fine card. All right, so in the Modern Witches Tarot, there is the Ten of Swords, which we all know is the card that shows the 10 swords stabbed into the person's back, right? And then in the Modern Witches Tarot, there's also the Everything is Fine. So there's two cards, they look exactly the same. One is the Ten of Swords. It says you need to bring a completion to a painful life cycle. Everything is fine. She's scrolling through her phone and she's like, I know I need to bring a completion to this painful life cycle, but I'm going to ignore it and pretend like I don't know how, something like that. So it's like the acceptance to your spiritual awakening journey is you were probably in this energy for a long time. You were probably taking these swords to the back for a long time. You didn't know how to get out of the situation. Now the spiritual awakening journey is happening. Now this is your, I almost said you're out, but it's more of like the doors are opening for you and you're going to find new resources and new options, new choices, that type of thing. All right, let's look at what your new reality looks like. What your new reality looks like. So we have Five of Pentacles coming out. It came out a little sideways. Maybe you're one of those people that you struggle to ask for help. Maybe it's not that you struggle to ask for help. It's that you struggle to tell people what's happening to you because it seems maybe different than the people around you are experiencing. Like maybe you have a lot of really grounded, unawake people around you and you're like, I can't tell them that I'm experiencing all this la la, right? Something about that. Your new reality is like, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay for you to tell people what's happened to you. It's okay for you to tell people what it is that you're experiencing. All right, now I'm going to pull some guidance to close it out. All right, the Eight of Pentacles comes out, so Spirit says you need to focus. You need to focus. It is this energy of you're almost to something, but you're not quite there because the goal is 10 of Pentacles, but it's determination, focus, commitment, all of those energies. Spirit wants you to commit to the spiritual awakening journey that you're on. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Star Luba. Star Luba is next. Star Luba, let me know that you're still here. Say hi to me in the comments. Thank you, Amanda. Star Luba, Phantom Punk, Amanda on Facebook. This is wrong list. Look at me. Amanda, Star Luba. So weird because the list from the other night was very similar. All right, Victoria's after Star Luba. Here we go, guys. I'll put the list up so everybody on all the platforms can see. Thank you, Michelle. So right now we're at Star Luba on YouTube. Victoria on YouTube is next. Amanda on Facebook is going to get a talking to Heaven. Kevin on Facebook. Kevin, let me know if you're still here. You hung out, waited patiently. And Phantom Punk is going to be our Twitch user. We also have, I think it's Snorby over on Twitch, so we can add them to the list also. Whether they're there or not when we get there, I don't know. We'll see. All right, so Star Luba is next. Star Luba, let me know which reading we're doing. Are we doing Gemini New Moon? Are we doing a general read? All right. Carlina wants to do a journal. Guys, don't forget I'm going to be back tomorrow night, Monday and Tuesday night. I'm doing the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine Celtic crosses. Somewhere in there during the day, I'm going to do a members only, just so we can have a little PLR update, a little personal catch up with everyone for those of you that are members. Please remember, you do have to be a member 2 level to watch the members only videos. All right, Starluva, general reading, Queen of the Moon. First one to come out is self-reflection. It's mirror. I don't think Spirit's asking you to self-reflect. I think it has something to do with the twin and the mirror. We have the purity card. Wow, look at that. And the patience. Oh my gosh, Starluva, the goose pimples. Can you follow it with me? So self-reflection is the mirror and the twin journey. So your person, you either reflected something to your twin that caused them to purify or to heal, or they reflected something to you that caused you to purify or to heal, or both. It's usually both, right? And now you're in this patience energy. Look at this. Like, you know, you're about to get rewarded for something. You know, you're about to go. It's almost like a portal. Like, you know, you're about to go through some portal here. Remember, it's about living and you're not in lack mentality. You're not experiencing life like I missed this thing. In fact, you lived life knowing it was with you. You were one the entire time. So big rewards coming your way, right? I love that. Big confirmations too. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful, Starluba. All right, Victoria on YouTube. Victoria on YouTube, let me know that you're here. Let me know which reading we're doing. Victoria on YouTube. And then Amanda talking to heaven is going to be after Victoria. And then Victoria. Victoria. I love this. I've just seen this, Sandra. She said, that's what I have been doing, reaching out to allies. Collaboration. I love it. Jean Holland. I love you, Jean Holland. I wish you would have joined us earlier. Our list is closed. All right, and I'm just going to go through them. So we're at Victoria. Amanda on Facebook, say hi to me in the comments. Amanda on Facebook, Kevin on Facebook, say hi to me in the comments. Victoria, if you're here, you're about to miss out. So let me know that you're still here. Thank you, Jean. I'll be back tomorrow night with a Divine Feminine Self to Cross, and I may do some free readings at the end of that. So make sure to hit that sub button. All right, Amanda's doing Talking to Heaven, so we're going to go ahead and move forward. All right, so Talking to Heaven is mediumship, guys. If you're on the twin journey, you're going to notice that that is part of the deal, right? It's almost like the moment you can see on the other side of the veil, you can see on the other side of the veil, right? Hi, Miss L. So I feel like it's just something that came with it. So when I started tapping into my gifts, it was like something that I knew I had already experienced as a child and growing up and all of this type of thing. So it was like, it wasn't really shocking to me that this was part of the deal. I think what was more shocking to me was that I'm actually able to help people, or like that it's actually like I thought it was going to be just twin flame stuff and showing people that they're on an awakening journey. I didn't realize I was going to be able to connect people with their past on loved ones. So I just want to say super gratitude, a lot of gratefulness for the journey, just for that part alone, right? All right, Amanda, I see Victoria. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to go ahead with Amanda. So let's do the Talking to Heaven. All right, flies out pretty easy. Remember me by the happy memories we created. and I will always point you in the right direction is on the bottom. I feel like, okay, you have a picture around you of someone. It could be the child. You see a child in the picture. And that's going to be who the message is from, right? But the actual situation is that you're at a fork in the road. You're at a fork in the road and you're not sure which direction to take. And you could be being pointed in a certain direction, like they're trying to show you signs like go in this direction or go in that direction. But here's the message that I'm getting straight from spirit, straight from source. And the message is you can't pick a wrong direction. There's going to be challenges with any direction you pick. This is definitely that energy where it's like you just have to make a commitment and go with it. So let's say this is a person. I mean, let's say this is a relationship, and you're like, do I go with this relationship? I love this person. We've been doing this for a long time. Or do I just go off on my own and find somebody completely new and just forget this, right? Okay, so regardless of what you do, it doesn't matter. Like you could stay with this person and tough it out with this person. That doesn't make you wrong. It doesn't make it a mistake. It just means that that's the path that you chose to be on for this time in your life. Those are the lessons that you chose to learn. Let's say you decide, I don't want to be with this person anymore. I'm done learning these lessons. I'm going to go somewhere else and implement those lessons that I've learned. And I'm going to meet new people and have new experiences. That's okay too. And there's going to be challenges in that experience as well. But it's like somebody, you know who it is, but it's like they're pointing to you probably what they feel is the better choice for you. Probably what they feel will have the least amount of challenges for you. That's the direction that you're being pulled. But I need you to know that Spirit says it doesn't matter which direction, just choose, commit to one, and stay on that path, right? All right. I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, let's keep moving. I see Victoria. I'm going to do it, Victoria, because I love you and you're always so patient with me. So Victoria's going to get new moon. Kevin on Facebook. Have we seen Kevin on Facebook? Phantom Punk. I know I seen Phantom Punk earlier. And Snorvy, I feel like I'm saying that wrong, on Twitch. Please let me know, Twitch, that you're still here because I'm going to move through them quickly. All right, Victoria. All right, so here it is. What you need, dark truth that needs to be faced. Dark truth that needs to be faced. Let me find my freaking spread first so I don't panic. Two cards came out. I'm going to take both of them. The Hermit and the Magician. Ooh, two big major arcana. Victoria. Okay, so here it is. This is Dark Night of the Soul energy. This is as within, so without. You're trying to get out of Dark Night of the Soul, and you can't figure out how come you're experiencing. Maybe you're like, I went through my awakening. I've learned these lessons. Why is it still emotional? Why is it still heavy? It's the as within, so without. You have to make the inside look as good as the outside. It's the only way you're going to be able to align and get what it is that you want. You could be trying to manifest something with that Magician card, and you could be feeling like, I'm not getting the life that I want right now. And it could be because you're more focused on like the darker energies. And I'm not trying to be like, there's duality to everything, right? There's light and dark. So when I say darker energies, I don't mean like, I don't know, nothing witchy or nothing. I mean like the negative. You're more focused on, man, that was hard. This is challenging. I don't, maybe you're having a hard time finding information on manifestation or your spiritual awakening or the path that you're on. Because I see like she's opening the laptop and like maybe you're struggling to find resources, something like that. But what the whole point of this is, the dark truth that you need to face is that you're focused on the more negative situation. Find the positive in that dark night of the soul. What did you learn through that experience? You see what I'm saying? Did it teach you how to manifest? Maybe if you never went through dark night of the soul, you wouldn't be able to manifest the new resources that you're manifesting now. You see what I'm saying? It's something like that. Definitely could be dealing with a Virgo. Both of those, the Hermit and the Magician, is Mercury energy. Virgo energy, and of course, I mean, definitely could deal with Gemini new moon energy. All right, how to find acceptance, beauty of a situation, Queen of Pentacles. You learn to become your own resource. You learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. I feel like someone else got the same card in the same position. But that's the whole point of this. The whole point of what you went through here in this dark night of the soul, the whole point in that where you had to withdraw and really just go over your friends list and clean out the list, right? The whole point in cleaning out really everything, not just your friends list, but the whole point in that whole experience was so that you could learn to stand on your own 2 feet, so that you could learn how to become your own resource. This could have something to do with you, Victoria. It could have some, I'm hearing the word passive income. All right, so how your new reality looks for you, passive income. Look at that. What are you making? What are you building? You're doing something that's going to bring you money over and over and over. But anyway, King of Pentacles is like stepping up to the plate, taking responsibility. Now you're in control of your finances. All right, I'm going to pull one last one for guidance. And a Page of Wands is here. Take new action. Take new passionate action. Start your awakening journey. This is Dark Night of the Soul. This is where you're purging. This is where you're learning the lessons. Spirit saying take new action now. Be excited about the journey that you're on. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Victoria. All right. Yes, Kevin was next. Let me know. I knew it, Amanda. It was so clear. It was so clear. I love you, Amanda. Thank you for the confirmation, Victoria. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Are we at the list where we're done and no one's commenting? Let me know, Twitch, if you're still here. Phantom Punk, let me know. Now is the time. I'm gonna wrap it up super, super quick. I'm trying to find my list because I lost the page. Kevin on Facebook, Phantom Punk on Twitch, and I think it says Snorri on Twitch. So let me know, Twitch, if you're still here. Going once, going twice, I'm wrapping it up. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow night I'm going to be doing Divine Feminine Celtic Cross. Tuesday night I'm going to be doing Divine Masculine Celtic Cross. It lets us break away from the collective energies and really lets us focus on the one individual energies, right? So we're gonna, heart of the matter is what we're looking at with Celtic Cross. So what's going on with that energy? What's the issue at the moment? How do they get out of that issue, right? That's what we're gonna do Celtic Cross on tomorrow, 9 p.m., Tuesday night, 9 p.m. I will try to offer some free readings at the end of those if I can, so please join me. Yes, Miss L. Miss L is always on top of it. I love you, Miss L. Etsy readings for personal readings, guys. Etsy is where you can find personal readings. Of course, my website, all those links are going to be in the description box of this video. I love y'all. Thank you so much for coming in here, hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. Yes, guys, look at Michelle, 10 p.m. Eastern time. I think it's 9 p.m. Central time for me, but yes, come back and join me. I hope to see all of you there. Thank you, my moderators who helped with that crazy big list. I'm glad we worked through it as quickly as we did. I love you, Michelle. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. I appreciate you. All right, guys, I'm always, always, always sending all of you abundant love and light. Have a good night, everyone.